In this lecture, we solve a problem of sequence. Okay, and the problem have 4 parts. The first part is limit in root of n plus 1, this is equal to 1. We have to show this, and here only limit is written in 4 problem. So in 4 problem we take n tends to infinity, since there be no limit given. Okay, and to solve this 4 problem we use here 2 very important and easy result of limit. The first one is limit n tends to infinity, n to the power 1 by n, this is equal to 1. And the second one is limit n tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power n, this is equal to e. Okay, now for the first problem, if we write this is limit n tends to infinity, this is n plus 1 to the power 1 by n. Okay, and we can write this limit as limit n tends to infinity, n plus 1 to the power 1 by n plus 1. Then we must have to write here n plus 1 by n to balance 1 by n. Okay, so if we take this is limit n tends to infinity, this is n plus 1 to the power 1 by n plus 1, and this is whole to the power 1 plus 1 by n. Okay, now as n tends to infinity, so n plus 1 is also tends to infinity. So we use n plus 1 to the power 1 by n plus 1. This is limit n tends to infinity. This must be equal to 1 using the first result. Okay, so we get this is limit n tends to infinity. This is 1 and whole to the power 1 plus 1 by n. So it can be written as this is 1, because as n tends to infinity, this is 1 by n, so this is 0. So 1 plus 0, that is 1 to the power 1 plus 0, this is 1. Okay, now for the second limit, this is similar as the first. We done here limit n tends to infinity, this is n to the power 1 by n plus 1, and as similar as 1, this can be written as limit n tends to infinity, this is n to the power 1 by n into n by n plus 1. Okay, and this can be written as n to the power 1 by n to the power n by n plus 1, and this is limit n to the power n tends to infinity, n to the power 1 by n to the power 1 by 1 plus 1 by n. So we write this limit as 1 to the power 1 by 1 plus 0. So this is 1 to the power 1, so 1. Okay, here also use the first result. Now for the third one, this is number 3, and we write this limit as limit n tends to infinity. We take on n from the upper portion and n square from the lower portion, and getting the result as n to the power 2n. This is 1 plus 1 by n to the power 2n from the upper portion, and from the lower portion we get this is n square to the power n. This is 1 plus 1 by n square to the power n. Okay, and we cancel out n to the power 2n and n to the power 2n. These two are cancel out from numerator and denominator, and write the result as limit n tends to infinity, and this is 1 plus 1 by n to the power n whole to the power 2 by, this can be written as 1 plus 1 by n square to the power n square, and we get this is 1 by n. Okay, so we can write this limit as e to the power 2, and this limit, that is if we give a bracket, second bracket here, this is also e to the power 1 by n, and n tends to infinity, so we get e to the power 1 by n, that is e to the power 0. So e to the power 0, so we get square by 1, this is must be square. Okay, so this is the third result. Now for the last problem, here we write the last problem. Last problem as given as this is for limit n tends to infinity, and this is 1 plus 1 by n square to the power n square, and 1 plus 2 by n square to the power n square, and 1 plus 3 by n square to the power n square. We write it into 3 portions. Okay, now taking limit separately, limit n tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by n square to the power n square, this is the first limit, and the second limit is limit n tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by n square by 2. We write this is 2 by n square, so we write 1 by n square by 2, and we write here n square by 2 into 2. Okay, and for the third portion we may write the result as, we directly write the result, this is limit n tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by n square by 3 to the power n square by 3 into 3. Okay, and since limit n tends to infinity, so we can take limit n square also tends to infinity. Here also we write limit n square by 2 tends to infinity, and here also we write limit n square by 3 tends to infinity. Okay, so these three are of the same formula. Okay, and the formula of these three term as this. Okay, we use the second formula and getting the result as this is E square, sorry, this is E, and the second is E and whole to the power 2, because here 2 is present, and for the third limit this is E to the power 3. So we get the result E to the power 1 plus 2 plus 3, this is E to the power 6, and this is the fourth problem. Okay, very easily we solve this fourth problem using these two important result of limit. Okay, thank you for watching.